Hey, this is Pierre de la Côte talking. A few things you might not know in PowerPoint. So let me show you a few things, a few tips. The first one, do you know you can reuse slides from previous slides and you can search from slides. For example, if I'm looking for slides, I can search for a keyword. It will search in my OneDrive, SharePoint, and obviously SharePoint is Teams. And you can look, it seems there's a lot of duplicate here. You can either open the PowerPoint or choose from the content and figure out what slide you want to add, and you just have to click on it or insert slide. That's one feature. Reuse slides so you don't reinvent the wheel. Another thing that's interesting is, do you know you can use a form within your slide? So you just have to click on form. It will show you all the forms you have, and you can insert the form you want directly. Let's take this one. You can edit or you can insert. So I'm going to insert it. And now I have the form within the slide. What else can we do? Do you know the cameo feature? So it helps you to add your camera somewhere in your screen, on your slide, wherever you want. So you can position, you can select what camera it should use. So if you have several cameras, you choose the one you want. You can change, it's like just like an image. You can change the border, you can change the camera shape. What can you do? Let's do something crazy. Does it do something here? I'm not sure. Um, you can change the camera effect. Let's try to do something to see if it's working. Uh, we'll see if some reflection will work. So you can add that, and then when you play your slide, it shows me in the bubble. So it worked with some sort of reflection. So it's a static reflection. So this was Cameo, and it works in a Teams meeting too. You obviously know that you can add an image, a picture. Let's take a picture. Let's take let's take this one, and you can work on this picture. So you can remove the background, and you can say, okay, I want to remove this part. I want to remove this part. So it takes a little bit of time to adjust what you want to remove. And also you can say, here I can see that we don't see my hand. We don't see this logo. We don't see this logo. We don't see this number. Yeah, let's say it's good. I need to do some work here, but you can work on your picture, and you can do other things on your picture. You can change the color, black and white, sepia, whatever, green. Let's take sepia. There's also artistic effects. So you can really play with the picture and change it to frame it to a bubble or a shape. whatever you want. There's a lot of options here to make your slide better. Um, so also, maybe you don't know that, but let me add a new picture. Let's take this one. Imagine I don't want the blue. So you can select, and I think somewhere I can set transparent color and say this blue is transparent. So it removes the blue. If the blue is uniform, it will remove it. Here it does an okay job, not perfect because a lot of nuance of blue. But from when you're using image like a logo, it can be very efficient. Another thing that people might not know, you can add an agenda, and you can say this is my agenda, and it creates the agenda automatically. And if you miss something, you can select it's called zoom, you can reselect it, edit the summary, and add what you missed. So reconstruct the agenda. So that's the zoom part. There are 3D objects. So you can use 3D objects, and I'll show you what you can do with that. Then you can move the object in 3D. So, and you can build your own 3D object and insert them. There are tools, especially in Paint 3D. So it's really, there's a lot of feature you already know. The transition, the morphing is pretty powerful. I will recommend to explore the tabs actually and play with it. You have a Power BI, also potentially Power BI. I'm not sure if I have a Power BI ND here. And so you just have to pass your URL. I don't have one on hand. And also you have add-ons. So I think I have a nice add-on which is free, Pixton, where I can select the character, the shape of the character, the gender. So let's select this lady, the color, the shape of hair, the suit, and then maybe a position. And then you can add that. So really, you can do that again with other characters. So I can put somebody else. And what else here? Can resize the person. I can make a story. I did that for some of our guide. And then obviously you can use designer that will replace and propose some nice designs. Designer is very powerful. Let's do another slide, because depending on the word you're using, it will show you examples of designs. So if I type marketing, I don't know if they have themes for that. But if you press marketing and designer, there's going to be an image. If you're using another word like, I don't know, um, digital, you see that the design is changing. Some propositions are animated, so here there's no animation. Cannot find one with animation, but you can choose that. It comes then with sometimes it comes with a template. It was not the case here. Let's create another one. So let's see if this one comes with a. No, it's standard. So let me delete everything. See if it works best. If I start from nothing. Let's create a new slide. Let's call it transportation. Let's click on designer. And so if I select this one, if I click new slide, no, it's not. So let's undo it. Let's go to designer, and I'm gonna take one. I'm sure if I click on the slide, no. So I need to do that. You need to do that at the beginning of the slide deck. So it will come with a template. But obviously, if you select again designer, it will show you the same kind of template. That's so you have consistent slides. Another thing you need to know is there are a lot of templates. So actually, when you go there in file, you can see a lot of templates. So you can even have templates. And there's for example, there's a template here that's like a user guide with a size, a predefined size. There are other templates, nice templates like a poster template. So you can see that you can create a poster pretty quickly. So it resizes the slide, and you can change the picture, you can change the text, obviously, but you have a model, a template to work from. So go into File and look in the template section, and you can click for more themes, and you have really a bunch of theme, and you can sort them by themes. You can sort them by what kind of template with charts, what kind of template with infographics. So let's take this one, for example. So it's really very rich, very powerful, and then you can change it to your own family tree. So there's a lot of features in PowerPoint. There's so many features, and you see when you create a new template, it comes empty with already the family tree. Maybe there's a different layout. Yeah. So the last thing I wanted to show was what? Yeah, investigate in the tab. There's a lot of features. Smart are not very smart nowadays. So there's a smart I like is the time smart art. But as you can see, if I go there, look in this smart art. If I look for a timeline, I don't have any timeline here. I have a list, I have process, but no timeline. So if I enter something like a timeline, like January, February, March, April, and with subtitle, let's say T1, T2, etc. If you use Designer, it will show you a way to present it as a timeline. So it's pretty powerful, and there's different timelines that are represented. So you pick the one that you like. Sometimes it converts it into um, smart art with icons. I'm going to choose this one, and then you can change the text because it's still a smart art. As you can see, it's a horizontal level timelines, but for whatever reason, it's not showing in the smart art section. There's no such horizontal smart art. Maybe in office.com, I didn't find it. So that's the only way you can really create a nice timeline. And obviously, you can create a lot of sections if you have a very long timeline with a lot of things that are happening, and you can change to whatever you want. There's different way to design it. So, yep. Apparently, this one is not working because it doesn't support more than what I did. So, interesting features in PowerPoint that everybody should know. Last thing you can do on a video, you can insert a video, and you can do the same thing that what you're doing with an image, almost, not all the same thing. But let's take a video. Let's see. I'm trying not to take a too big video. A small video. Let's take this one. So this is a video, and you can treat it like an image. So you have less features, but you can put a frame. Let's do that. You can. Let's try to see the corrections, see if it does something. Yeah. Let's play with it. The color, black and white, like in the old days. I don't know what's that. No, that's to insert an image. The video border. I don't know that. The video shape. So let's do that. And let's see what it does. So we don't really see the shape because it was black on black. But it works. The video works. So you can do a lot of things. You can even crop, I think. So if I just want to focus on the video, for example, for a mobile view, I'm not centered anymore, but that's what you can do. You can do everything you can do on an image, almost everything. You can do it on the video, and you can also trigger things. You can say at that time during the video, if there's something at that time I want to trigger an animation or something. So there's some animation you can do during the video. And that's where you can play also with the feature about looping the video, adding a bookmark. That is what I was saying here. You can add a bookmark. Let's put a bookmark here. So you see there's a bookmark here. And you can act on this bookmark in the animation. You can insert caption if you want. So if you have a file with captions, you can add the file. So it's really powerful. You don't really use that very often, that kind of feature, but it's important to know that sometimes you might need some of those features. There are so many. I really invite everybody to explore. It's really to try these features. There are so many and that are very powerful, very useful from maybe one or a few people, but when you have this need, it comes very handy. So and finally, what you can do with PowerPoint when you save the PowerPoint, also that's sometimes I'm doing that. You can export the PowerPoint in different formats. So there's a PDF format, and you can check the accessibility, change the settings of the PDF format if you want to compress it or not. You can also create a GIF. So from a PowerPoint, you can create an animated GIF. And what I do, sometimes I publish it in stream, but what I often do is create a video from a PowerPoint. So if you have several slides, you animate them. You can say, I want the high definition or not. You can have the define the number of seconds you want to wait between each slide, so people have the time. If it's text in your slide, people have the time to read the slides, and you can create the video. That's what I'm doing sometimes, to create a video with slides, and I publish that on LinkedIn as a video. So instead of YouTube, for example, or I can publish it on YouTube too. So that were a few features about PowerPoint you might not know. Hope this was helpful for some of you.